be the world's best, you need to prove that you're the hero. And to do so, you need to leave your mark on the field. That, in its simplest form, is the formula of frenzy. Blue Lock Chapter 319, titled The Essence of Passion, has just released. Let's talk about it. The chapter starts with Ego going through yet another golden monologue, as we see the masters of the NEL, including Ego, with the narrator saying the essence of passion that is questioned by artistic talent. What is the instinct we desire? As Ego watches the game between Nigeria and Japan play out, he says, "Did you know football can move people this much?" As we see Isagi start the kickoff, kicking it to none other than Ren. Ego continuing by saying, regardless of birth or wealth, with just one ball, anyone can start freely. As in the next page, Ren manages to get past two defenders as he starts getting closed in by Kuso and Bellow. Ego continuing by saying, that's undoubtedly what connects this massive number of people who play this sport. But its true essence is far more primal. After all, the origin of sports is our heart that is fascinated by the sport, as Obabana manages to block off Ren. Obabana saying, let's go, getting the ball from him, as the Nigerian crowd goes absolutely wild. And finally, Obabana doing something, instead of just standing there wondering what to do next. For the next page, we see Obabana kick it to Kuso, and Kuso kick it to Bellow. As Obabana says, Nigeria strikes back. With Kuso saying, nice Obo, followed by Bellow saying, okay, just don't pass to Onazi. As Bellow has the ball, he tries to get past Kurosu, with Bellow saying, I'll score for myself. As Kurosu says, a change of tactics, don't even try to score, idiot. As this takes Bellow by surprise. As him saying, shit, I can't do this. Next one, as he passes it to some rando. This rando having a name known as Shadiq. As Shadiq says, let's go, you carried it well, Bellow. As both Reo and Chigiri close in on him. With Reo saying, he's attacking solo. As Chigiri responds, okay, just adjust. Shadiq then screams to the rest of the team, I'll go all out to be selfish too, Blue Lock. As Ego continues by saying, and as far as the sport called football, Shadiq gets closed in on by Reo and Chigiri, he kicks the ball up in the air. With Reo saying, press him, and Chigiri saying, roger. Ego continuing once again by saying, forming groups, sharing plans, pursuing goals, and coordinating actions. This is like an evolved form of pre-assigned special units, as we see none other than Onazi's face show up at the end of the page, as he manages to get the ball away from Shadiq in front of Reo and Chigiri. But in the process of Onazi doing what he's doing, Isagi sees that and goes to press him. Onazi then kicks it up over his head, worried as to what's going to happen next. As Ego continues by saying, then what is the role called striker? It is one who, needless of life, sneaks past the enemy on the front lines, targeting prey, delivering resolution to final blow. That's exactly why, as we see in this beautiful double page, Onazi about to shoot, but getting pressed by Aiku and Au, as well as Isagi. As we see Onazi's aura be a huntsman, related to what Ego is referring to. With Ego saying, a living being called a striker is the hero that instinct seeks, as we see Gagamaru with an aura of a woolly mammoth. Again, like I said, beautiful double page. And as Onazi was thinking of shooting, he ends up getting blocked by Aiku and Au, preventing him from being able to do so. As Onazi says, I'll do it, Japan, as Au says the ace passed here, as Onazi ends up passing it instead of shooting it. With Aiku saying, well, that's quite unexpected. It ends up going to none other than Kuso. As Onazi says, go do it, Kuso. As Ego continues by saying, in other words, the best striker in the world, as Kuso is ready to kick the ball, must also be the best hunter in the world, as Kuso gets blocked by Rin. Homeboy getting clipped once again. Seems to be a running theme here. As Kuso is taken back by this, saying, what? As Rin responds, too soft, you four-eyed cornrowed nerd. Don't know if you needed to say all that, but you did, and that's that. And just like that, the ball is in the air, and anyone could get it. As we see the Japanese fans go absolutely crazy, and Aiku running towards the ball. Bellow noticing that the ball's there, as Aiku's metavision is activated. With Ego continuing saying, that's why humans, drawn to this simple ball, strive to live. Feel the primal drive of life, and are captivated by instinct. As Aiku manages to reach the ball and head it to none other than Isagi. As Isagi says, try me, Ren, as Ren says, let's go, Isagi. With Ego saying, this is football's equation of passion. As in the final page of Blue Lock Chapter 319, Ego continues by saying, go hunt. Hunter who dreams of being the world's best. Prove that you're the hero. As Ren and Isagi, the two aces are now running down the field, ready to do a chemical reaction. And the puzzle pieces are finally showing, knowing now Nigeria is really cooked. The narrator saying, crave life, mark your way among the stars. Seek the point of strength you were born with. As the next chapter, Blue Lock Chapter 320, is titled Hero or Die, and there will be a break next week. So now, at least at its most primal form, we understand the equation of passion. Wanting to be the world's best, wanting to leave your mark on the field, and explaining why that is the case. Now you just need to act on it. You need to have instinct, and instinct needs to seek you. Kind of similar to luck in a sense, but luck is unpredictable. This one you can control. You just have to have the want, the crave to want to do it. The best striker in the world must also be the best hunter in the world, looking for opportunities to strike. And odds are we will see that in the next chapter. Nigeria kind of got that, but knowing that they're not all the way there or don't really stand a chance, it didn't really apply to them, and I don't think they're going to get it within this match. I think Blue Lock will just now start to understand it and will carry on into future games. But I like this chapter. It was very much worth it, and it has a lot of dialogue, a lot of gold nuggets that was released by Ego. I don't know from you, what did you think about this chapter down below?